Hi and welcome to Tits PC Lounge. Got another video today as we try and get back on track with our crypto miner. And here we have another package that's arrived. I'm hoping at this point you've seen the video about what happened in the summer months with the mining and having to basically sell a lot of graphics cards, and anything that we got in, we tried to sell at a profit if we could, just to try and get by a little bit more due to a work situation. So I'm excited about this card because if you saw the video, also this card featured in it. I had sold these cards and I really liked it. For gaming, it was good, and also for mining, I liked it as well. Especially with ETH 3.0 coming next year, I think these cards are a really good balance between how good they are to do Raven coin and things like Ergo, and obviously for now they can do ETH pretty good as well. So we're gonna open this up and see what's inside. And here she is. Whew, right. So when I got one of these before, it was right before things had to go a bit downhill. So we managed to trade cards, and I managed to trade a 2060 Super at the time on eBay. I got the same value for that card as I got for a 2070, so it was a free upgrade. But then that had to go at some point as well to make funds, and now we're back on track and money's a bit more secure. We can get things back, and this is definitely one I wanted to get back. I even had an EVGA version, which I'm gonna upload the video of actually because I've got a lot of content on it. And the EVGA's 2070 Super was really good as well. That was kind of the last card I got in the era of having to sell stuff. So we'll open this up and have a look at the card, but from what I've read, it's in good condition. So we'll have a look and have a quick talk about the card before we put it in the rig and see if we can get an improvement from when we last mined on it, which would have been a few months ago. But now I've got more knowledge, so we'll have a look. So I took it out of the plastic packaging you get with them, and here's the card. And I've got to say, just like the one I had before, it's in fantastic condition. This one is fully boxed though, which is a bonus. Just helps if you want to sell it in the future. But the inside of the card looks, I don't know if we can properly see, looks completely just free. Just a little bit maybe on the inside of the fans, but this is in fantastic condition for a used card. And I'm told it was bought last October, brand new, but it's not been used much at all, and it does actually look like it's not been used at all very much. This is a good win for us. And I basically got this card after I sold the 600 XT, which you might have seen a video on. Basically, the money that went for that, I was able to keep hold of, and I was just waiting for an opportunity to get another card in. So that was the NBA card did 32 mega hash on Ethereum. We know this will be in the lower 40s at least, so and the game about the same. So pleased with it. I want to get onto the system, and then we'll see what it can do with all our other cards as well. And I'm really excited about what we're going to do with crypto because we've got some cards mining again, really good, really well. We've got a good amount of mega hash now. But I think we've got more now than we had before. And I'm going to do a video on my rig on all the cards I've got now very soon. But I want to do a special video on this one because I'd never uploaded the original 2070 Super Gigabyte. I did, although there might be a snippet on the YouTube that I'm putting on my summer summary. But yeah, we've got this one, and we'll put it into the system and earn some coin. Right guys, I hope you can see a bit of a gloomy day. So our 2070 Super is in. You might have seen a glimpse of it on the 2080 Ti video that I had to redo. I had to redo the benchmarking part, but here it is. It's on the opposite side of the light, so it's in the dark. But this card is, I love these cards because they keep mega cool, produce some good hash, and you can get the wattage fairly low on them as well. And at the minute, this is our 2070 Super from Gigabyte. And it's mining nicely for us next to our other cards that you've seen so far. Our 1660 Super, 3060 Ti, 2080 Ti, and obviously the Super at the end, the 2070 model. Right, at the minute then, what are we mining? We've got Ethereum on this at the minute, which is probably no surprise to anyone. If we get some focus. Right, there we go. Got some focus now. And these are my settings for Ethereum mining. -50 on the core, plus 1,000 on the memory. The limit as low as we can get it, and the fan speed at just 14. Look at the temperature, man. Really low. So real pleased with the temperatures and the clocks. I could get 44 out of it, to be honest, originally. But I was noticing crashes and the card would just stop mining, so anything over 1050 was getting unstable. So we had to settle for this, but we're still getting a good amount of mega hash at 42.76. Wattage on this is around 125 if we trust the software. MSI Afterburner says anything between 122, 123, but we'll say 125. Obviously, we could do with a reader, really, off the wall reader, but I don't know how worthwhile it is in such a small setup. So we're getting approximate, which is not ideal, but gives us an idea of what electric we're using up, which is important. But yeah, the card's really cool on Ethereum, and we're getting a good amount of mega hash. So I'm pleased with the card, definitely pleased with the card. So next, I'll show you my Kapow and Octopus settings, even though I've not done much mining on them because Ethereum is mostly at the top of the what to mine on this. So I've had no need to really change it to Kapow, and obviously Overclocks is so different. I can't really do the profit switching either, which I'll get into on another video. Why the profit switch from NiceHash is not always as good as it's made out to be. But it's good, but it's not ideal sometimes. But yeah, we'll do Kapow next. Right, so in MSI Afterburner, these are my settings for Kapow and Octopus. This card. So we've got plus 100 on the core clock, as Kapow does use core a lot more than Ethereum does. And we kept the memory at 1,000 from the Ethereum, again because I thought if it's been unstable higher than that before, it's probably going to be unstable again. Power up to 80% from 58, which gets the wattage up from around 125 to 170, so it's using a good deal more power. But what's that fetch us in terms of mega hash? Using the G Miner CUDA 9, we get 24.6 on this card, which is not too shabby. The 3060 Ti gets around 29, so and obviously the LHR blocks the Ethereum on the 3060 Ti, but on this one it's been pretty decent for 24.6. We can get into the 25s again with settings that aren't the best in terms of stability, so this is what we've used for a few hours before, not right now because I've just switched from Ethereum to show the mega hash, but when I've done a stable run, this is what I got. And again, looking into the future, if we keep the card, we'll be using these kind of overclock settings for the altcoins that we'll be mining after Ethereum's finished. So not too bad on the mega hash there. And we'll quickly just load up Conflux and then we'll sum up. So again, the settings are the same as I used for Kapow. No difference at all. Same power limit, same core clock, memory clock, fan speed is the same, although it is a lot cooler than the Kapow algorithm because it is hot Kapow. And so on the Conflux Octopus algorithm, we're using around 175 on the power, between 170 and 175, depending on if you trust the software or not, as I keep saying on the videos. It's not at the wall, it's a guide. And I've seen some videos where the software is really off, so especially on LHR cards. But this is a good estimate. As you can see, the accepts coming through now. It does take a few minutes on Octopus for you to start getting accepted shares. Much slower accepting shares than some of the other algorithms, like Kapow. You'd start getting shares and say on ETH. So you've got to be patient. But again, I've tested this for around 6 hours, so not really deep testing, because obviously it costs money to, or we lose money compared to ETH, really, mining on Octopus. So it's not something I do. Even though we've got a good mega hash rate there, 53.3, so close to the 3060 Ti. So that looks good for next year. If again, when we go POS, the power's hovering around 168 to 175, so somewhere around there. Temps are good. This is only at half fan speed as well, and I've been trying to keep the cars in the 50s just because I'm saving on heating, to be honest. I've got 5 cars mining on the mining frame, and it keeps the room lovely and warm. Got the door on, the heat goes all over the upstairs, and it's great. So yeah, the card is really good on Octopus. The current mega hash value is 53.3, and we're getting 5,241 satoshis a day on mega hash right now with this algorithm, which is actually not too bad. And there's a bit of a spike. Look, this is why people might want to mine it, because this just spiked up a little bit. And I've got a Gigabyte card from the 1660 up there as well. Let's just have a look. I'm going to hide the last card. So right now, this is actually mining more than making more Bitcoin than the 3060 Ti, which is on LHR. We're not on the new MB miner with that just yet though. So about that mined. So it's making more due to this spike, and that's where you got to weigh up if you're mining on nice hash or mining directly, is coin profitability on a daily basis. I think on this card you're better off with Ethereum, to be honest, but you can't optimize your card to mine more algorithms. Obviously, the issue I have with the profit switch is most of the time the numbers aren't this high on Octopus, so but it's good that it's gone up while I've been filming, just so I can show you what, you know, if you do want to mine this coin, there's good profitability sometimes. But then you got to weigh in the extra costs of the electric that you're using to get the higher mega hash that you need. Because if I drop this to my ETH settings, we'll lose around 20 mega hash or something like that on this set. So we're going to lose more than a third of our power. But it's good that it's spiked up. As you can see, it's nowhere near what the 2080 Ti is doing, but the spike on Octopus is good. And the same with the 3060 Ti, we can have that running on Octopus as well. As LHR card, it's not got any restrictions on Octopus, and then we could take advantage of those spikes if we wanted to, but we don't at the minute. We're not doing that on this card. What I will do is just, until this spike goes off, I will leave it on this for my sum up. So yeah, the card's really good. It's really cool. As you can see, it's very competitive on those algorithms I showed you. Really good for ETH with that wattage in the low 120s. Very capable of doing Conflux coin, Raven coin. It's good at ergo. I've not done ergo on this card, but from what I've seen, it can do ergo decently as well. Although probably not as profitable as the coins I've showed you. I think these are the top three, I think, for these kind of cards out of the main coins that you might mine. Things like Fyro and all sorts of stuff that I want to check out at some point in the future. Yeah, we're still spiking on this, so we're going to keep this going. So yeah, it's a really good card. If you can get them at good prices and you're not paying an insane amount of money, then really good. I'd say for us in the UK, if you can get one in the 400s, that's not too bad right now, if it's in good condition. Obviously, if you can get them cheaper, that's even better, but you're not going to find them cheaper now, I don't think. Since I bought this card, they've spiked into the 500s again, like mid 500s, whereas this was in the 470 region when I bought it, I think. But this is I've had it a few weeks now, so there are cards that you've seen so far, and I've just got one left to show you on this rig. It's nothing particularly exciting, but it's interesting anyway, and I'm going to video that straight away next, so that'll probably be the next video you see, and then that'll be all the cards in the rig for now. Just a quick update while we're here. There's nothing in the gaming rig right now. I'm waiting for a new card to come for this. I'm frustrated that it took me 5 days since ordering so far for this card to come, so it's patiently waiting for a new card to win our gaming rig. So if I've been gaming, I've actually been taking the Gigabyte 16.6 Super out and gaming on that. And I think that'll wrap this one up. Sorry, I've had a bit of a vent at the end there, but the good thing is we've got some good mega hash now. As you can see, our daily total of the 5 cards I'm using is up to 12, just short of £13 a day at the minute, but that is with a bit of a spike from the 2070 Super on Octopus. Although it's not too far off what it'll be making when we switch it back anyway. For you in the US, let me just get a quick get a quick dollar value for you guys. So in terms of per day, just short of $18, $17.50, somewhere around there. And I think that's not far for true value, to be honest, either. Nothing's spiking too much at the minute, apart from the 2070 Super, but that's an Octopus, so it's only a few hundred satoshis more than it would be making usually anyway. So yeah, we're getting to a good point now in terms of earnings. We're starting to build up our crypto portfolios a little bit after we had to start using the money mined to just keep our heads above water at one point. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be very, very soon.